Hello, sunshine. I'm Gracie Gardner, and this is Gracie's Tarot Garden. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I'm very excited to bring you another pick a card reading. I'm having a lot of fun doing these, so hopefully you're enjoying them as well. But this one today, I decided to do a reading on what makes you so wonderful. So sit back, pick your pile, and let me tell you what makes you so great. Okay, so I thought I'd do something a little different today for our pick a pile. I was at my absolute favorite place in the whole entire world, the candy store, and they had all of these fantastic soda pops. And I thought, well, geez, let's give this a try for the pick a piles. So I also included a card from the Kawaii Tarot and to help you pick. So for pile 1, we have the beautiful sun card with the Astro Pineapple Soda Pop. Pile 2, we have the Strength card with the red Fago Original Red Pop. For group 3, pile 3, we have the Americana Huckleberry Soda Pop. Looks delicious. Can't wait to try it. And last, but of course not least, for pile number 4, we have the Judgment card and the Bubble Up Crisp and Refreshing Lemon Lime Soda. So I'll give you another second to pick your pile, but if you do need more time, please feel free to pause the video. We'll get right into your reading. All right, hello my sunny, beautiful people who picked pile 1 and this sun card here. So with the pineapple soda pop and the sun card and just the cards that I pulled out, I am really getting a beautiful energy from you guys already. So I did ask a series of questions just to try and help draw out a little bit of information about what makes you so wonderful. So one thing I did ask Spirit was what makes you magical, and we had this 6 of Swords come out here. So what this is telling me is, with that sun card and that Astro Pineapple, is that there is a very much an uplifting quality to you, but it's not in a rile you up sort of way. It's in very much an uplifting, soothing way. I am picking up on that so much. So there is something about you that is almost magical in your ability to calm people, to make them feel at ease. You probably have people tell you all the time that they feel happy when they're around you and that they really enjoy the energy that you have. You're probably incredibly zen. It's just like water off a duck's back. That's the image that I am getting right now. That's the vision, is that there is not necessarily much in life that gets you riled up. I am picking up that you are quite a passionate person, but in a very controlled and almost calm way, for sure. So I asked, what's an accomplishment that you should be proud of? So one thing that we got 2 cards for this question here. So we got the Page of Wands with the Queen of Wands. So you guys leveled up, didn't you? You guys have been working on yourself, I can tell. So what this is telling me is that you guys have really gone from quite an immature, perhaps, perspective, or an immature, well, I mean, we all start out immature, right? We come into this world pretty naive with how things are, right? So, but I also think that there is something in particular, a passion project that you have really nurtured and grown right from the get-go, right from the very beginning. So, and I think a lot of people have seen this. If it's not a change within you, then it's definitely this growth within whatever sort of passion project you have been nurturing. So you should be very, very, very proud of that. I think it's something that is very beautiful and much needed in this world, which can be quite harsh and difficult sometimes. So I'm not sure if you guys are artists or it's something creative that you have accomplished or are embarking on, because I don't think you're quite there yet. I think you still have some growth that needs to be done. But I do think that you're well on your way to bringing about good things into this world. Some much needed beauty, some much needed creativity. So I'd really love to hear what exactly it is, whether it's just you've been working on, have you just been leveling yourself up there, or is it a particular project that you guys have been working on? So I think that a lot of people in your life really look to you with a lot of love and respect. I think they can see that you have such a deep wisdom about you. I think on the surface you might appear a little bit traditional, but once you get to know you, you find out that there's a little bit more to that than surface level. I can see that you, in spite of the harshness of the world, you really have maintained quite a youthful charm, shall we say, or a youthful way of loving. I think you love people with your whole heart. This might be in reference to a particular relationship, perhaps a marriage or a partnership of some sort, where you have been very you've just brought a lot of peace, a loving peace, and a lot of loving wisdom into the people who know you. But in particular, I am getting there is one person in particular who has really benefited from this love that this beautiful, almost innocent love that you have been giving. So we had the Six of Swords come up twice. Like, hello, you guys. You guys are crazy, aren't you? Not crazy, but like, just wow. I'm getting such a peaceful, calm energy. So what I am seeing is that one of your greatest skills, one of the things that makes you most wonderful in this world, is your ability to take the bullshit, take the garbage, and just either move away from it or turn it into something beautiful, or just not let it affect you to the point where it makes you a terribly bitter, mean, callous person. I think you're incredibly wise. And with that moon there, I am picking up a little bit of an intuitive vibe to you. I'm not getting crazy intuitive vibes from this pile here, but I do think that you have an inner knowing, an inner wisdom that really helps guide you. We got this beautiful Nine of Cups here, and look at how serene and calm, just such a, even though there is this wand energy ultimately, you just are such a zen being, aren't you? I really don't think that there's much in this world that gets you down. Or I shouldn't say that, because we all do get down. But I really do think that you're able to put it in a great perspective. I'm really drawn to the fact that in this card, there's the cat and the crab that are fighting, and she's just like, no, I'm okay. I don't need to have any part of it. So you are really killing it when it comes to the inner peace. You might be meditating. You might enjoy meditating. And so Spirit is saying, yes, that is a wonderful thing for you to do. If you don't meditate, there's always advice, even in these kinds of readings. But if you don't meditate, you may consider meditating, because you would find it to be something that you would enjoy and that you could do really well. And it would really help balance out. I'm really seeing in particular that it would help balance out your throat chakra and your heart chakra in particular. So I am picking up here that there is some sort of choice that you guys are kind of, there is a choice for you that you guys are sitting on right now. So I did ask for a piece of advice on what you can do to help care for yourself and help these feelings of wonderfulness, help you to feel better about yourself. And so one of the things that I'm getting here is that there is a choice that needs to be made. Something to do with helping you grow and stability. But I do think that ultimately you are quite a bit in your Empress energy. And even if you're a male, that's okay. We all embody masculine and feminine qualities. And so the Empress can be a very nurturing. It's about slow and steady growth and abundance. So what I am getting is that once you make this choice, you are going to see more abundance in your life. So just take that if it resonates. If not, just tell me to F off. That's okay. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for you guys for pile 1. I absolutely loved your energy. It's a beautiful combination of passion, creativity, positivity, and zen-like calmness. I think you guys are killing it. Don't let the world bring you down. Stay golden. I love you. Thank you so much for joining me here at Gracie's Tarot Garden. If this at all resonated, I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Otherwise, you can hit that like button, subscribe, maybe even give me a share if you really are enjoying my content. So, thank you so much. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye. Love ya. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful, sunny, wonderful people who picked pile 2 with this red pop Fago. We used to have a Fago machine at my high school, so I have quite an affection for the Fago Pop. It brings back a lot of nostalgic memories from high school. So yes, good for you guys for picking this one with the Strength card. And oh my gosh, guys, so much cups and wands fire energy. So I'm really picking up really strong that you guys could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, a fire sign with possibly some sort of water in your chart, possibly either your moon or rising or Jupiter or something like that. So, or you could possibly be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be reversed. That could be your sun or rising, and then you could have fire for your moon. So very beautiful and interesting energies here for you guys today. So I asked some different questions to try and draw out a few things about what makes you so wonderful. So one of the things that I asked is, what is magical about you? And I got the Eight of Cups, and I clarified that with the King of Cups. So, wow, that's deep. You guys almost have this incredibly intuitive ability to know the people that are right for you, that deserve to be in your life. You know which relationships you should nurture and which ones you should leave behind and aren't worth your time and energy. The King of Cups is a great energy. He is he's very mature emotionally, so I am picking up on that. You guys have this incredible emotional maturity. I am so jealous because I am definitely not there. This is definitely not my pile. I can tell you that right now. So you have this absolutely beautiful, beautiful emotional intelligence. I think that you guys are very warm and loving and kind with the people that are in your life. I think that you give a lot of yourself, a lot of time and energy. I think that you're incredibly helpful people. And so I asked what you should be proud of. And we got this lovely Queen of Cups here. So we got the King and Queen side by side. So you are killing it on the love and, well, not necessarily love, because you could be single and watching this, and that would be absolutely fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being single. But you just have this beautiful mastery. You understand. You could really be interested in psychology or sociology. I'm kind of picking that up for some of you. You might be interested in how the mind works, and you might be interested in emotional intelligence and things like that. So you might watch, I'm picking up some of you, you might watch some YouTubers or some gurus, some spiritual gurus, picking up on some spirituality here. So you might watch like, the only one I can think off the top of my head is Sadh Guru. That could be one that you resonate with. But I just think you have this wonderful understanding of human emotion and human behavior that a lot of people just can't grasp at all. Yeah, I don't think I showed you guys that King of Cups there. I'm getting that some of you could be blonde. Very much picking up on that. So you might have lighter colored hair or possibly reddish hair. I don't know why that is coming through. Maybe that's just confirmation for a few people that this is your reading and that this is what you needed to hear. So I did ask, what are you doing to make a positive impact on the people in your life? Sorry, let me adjust my microphone here so I can... Okay, there we go. So we got the Strength card twice, guys. You guys are... I'm really picking up huge Leo vibes here, for sure. Big time. Double Lion. You guys are just so helpful, aren't you? I think that you are very eager to try and make other people's lives a bit easier. I think you are a fantastic person. I think that you are the kind of person that people run to when they're having problems because they feel like that you can help lessen their burdens. I think you really... because you have such a great understanding of emotion, and you have such a wonderful capacity for love. I think that people feel really comfortable opening up to you, even when they don't necessarily know you very well, perhaps. I'm really seeing that you are a great comforter. And you're the kind of person that when somebody gets to know you, I am getting that for when somebody identifies you as their person, or when they feel very comfortable with you, it's a connection that they are going to want to try and keep and nurture forever. I'm seeing that with this little infinity sign, this 8 here. So 8 could possibly be a big number for you as well, because this strength card is the number 8 too, and we had the 8 of Cups come up. So such a beautiful energy. It's like, yeah, you really do help people feel more calm and centered, and I don't necessarily think it's necessarily with words. I just think it's your presence. I think it's just your steadfastness. I mean, I'm sure you do have lovely things to say, but it's not necessarily what you say. It's just how well you show up for people that are in your life. So wonderful, beautiful, lovely. So what's something you're good at? We got the Hermit card here. Maybe you're a bit of a naturalist. You guys like to camp? Do you like to go camp out? I'm picking up on that for some of you guys. Maybe you really enjoy a good bonfire. I know I do. You also could, for a few of you, I'm hearing that this doesn't apply to everybody who's watching this pile, but some of you might identify as being a little bit witchy, and that might be something that you're very good at. But ultimately, with this Hermit card, I think one of the things that you're really good at is you're good at being alone, which is a skill that not many people are actually good at. I am terrible at being alone. For an introvert, I should be ashamed of myself, because I am a terrible, terrible person at being alone. So I am hearing that when you are alone, when you have those moments of solitude, you really do use them to your advantage. You use it to recharge. You use it to relax and rejuvenate and learn about yourself. Yes, I am picking up on a really peaceful energy here. So this is really, really great. And I think I am hearing that some people don't quite know how you do it, how you are so calm and peaceful, and how you find the strength to have handled. I'm hearing that there have been I'm hearing that you've had quite a few possibly trials or tribulations or some upsets in your life. And the people that do know this about you often look at you and wonder how you handle it with such grace and poise. But I do think it's because you can go within, you can give an honest look at yourself. I think you do see yourself in a very accurate way. So that's beautiful. And so we have this lovely 2 of Cups here. You guys make a fantastic partner. You guys are just, honestly, you make a fantastic girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, however it resonates. You guys are just a wonderful person to be with. I can see that so much. You're very kind, you're very giving. I am getting that you do enjoy giving gifts, and it doesn't necessarily have to be big things, but I think you like to show the people that are in your life how much you care just by little gestures, because I am getting, for some reason, that perhaps you're not so great with the words all the time. I don't know why that is coming through, but just the ways that you still are able to show your love make it so clear how much you adore the person that you're in a partnership with. So if you, I don't know, maybe you needed to hear that, but you are an amazing partner. All right, so I did ask for a little bit of advice. I did ask what you can do to care for yourself and help increase these feelings, good feelings in your life. And so we had the Hierophant card come out. So along with this Hermit energy here, I am getting the sense that perhaps some of you need to work on some meditations. So what I'm also getting is that for some of you, there might be some sort of talent, or I'm hearing there's like, you should be leading a class maybe, or you should be helping to counsel people. I'm getting that there is some sort of thing, and of course it's going to hit differently for different people, but I'm hearing there's some sort of leadership or guidance role that you could be taking that you would find a lot of benefit in. Sorry, I'm really shaky here. So that you would find a lot of benefit in helping somebody or a group of people with that. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like a formal class, but I think you're just such a natural counselor in a way, or a natural leader with that strength energy. There's just such a beautiful, beautiful energy about you. So you could possibly be helping. Maybe you need to do a little bit of volunteer work, and that would help increase your confidence a little bit. That's just if that resonates, take it. If not, leave it. But that's just the message I'm getting. But for most of you, I think some meditation work. I am seeing in particular that your sacral chakra and your heart chakra could use some clearing or unblocking, so you might benefit from meditations of that kind. I know I love chakra meditations, so you might find some benefit to that. So that's pretty much all I've got for you for pile 2. I hope that helped pump you up a little bit. You guys are lovely, beautiful people. I think you have just a great combination of strength and emotional intelligence and wisdom. I think the people that are in your life are very lucky to know you and be around you. So good for you. Keep it up. Keep rocking it. So thanks for joining me here at Gracie's Tarot Garden. If this resonated, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Otherwise, you could possibly give me a like, a subscribe, maybe even a share if you're feeling up to that. So hopefully we'll see you again soon. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye now. Alright, hello my pile 3s, my beautiful sunny people who picked the Magician card and the Americana Huckleberry Soda Pop. I gotta say, you guys, I get in the feeling you are pretty complex people. I think you have a story, don't you? I think you really, really do. The cards really wanted to talk about you, let me tell you. I think you guys have been through so much in your life. That is kind of what I'm getting. I think I'm just gonna kind of freestyle it here. I didn't really do this with the other piles, but the thing with huckleberries is they're not necessarily poisonous raw, but they can make you, if you eat too many raw ones, they can make you quite sick. But when they're cooked, they're quite lovely. So I think that you have really taken, and especially with this magician card here, I think you have really taken a situation that was not so great and really worked it to your benefit, or really changed to make things better. Sorry, excuse me for 1 sec. Alright, I had to trim my candles. The flames were just going nutso. So, yeah, you guys are, oh, wow. I don't want to call it crazy energy, because that I don't think is a nice thing to say or appropriate at all for you guys. But, okay, so we'll get into the cards. So I asked a question, what is magical about you, to help find out what's wonderful. So we got the Seven of Swords and the King of Swords. So I think you have a really good ability to cut through the bullshit. I think you can really tell when somebody, or you've learned through your lifetime, how to tell when somebody or something is not for your good, when somebody's being manipulative, or is trying to take advantage of you. And I get that you've probably been in situations in the past where someone has tried to take advantage of you, and you've had to cut them out of your life. So I'm getting like a lot of purple, like the color purple has been very prominent in a lot of these cards, and with the huckleberry. So I think a lot of it does come from an intuitive, witchy, magical, psychic maybe place where you really do rely on your intuition. I think you guys are fantastic communicators. I think that you guys can use your words to your advantage big time with this sword energy here. You guys might be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or that might be like your rising or moon sign. But I am picking up that for a lot of you, you have a fantastic way of speaking. You have a fantastic way of, I'm hearing maybe even put people in their place a little bit too, which sometimes needs to be done. But with the King of Swords, he's always very diplomatic about it. So I don't think that you necessarily do it in a way that's malicious or evil, but is, you're just very calm and controlled, for sure. I'm also picking up that you might have, you have a really good, strong sense of self and of a strong sense of identity with that yellow and solar, like I'm getting big solar plexus energy here. So I think you're quite confident about yourself, your abilities, and I think that comes through in the way that you speak. So what's an accomplishment that you should be proud of? So we have this Hangman here with this Page of Cups. Did you guys get yourself out of a really tricky situation? Did you have some sort of health situation maybe? Or were you in some sort of relationship perhaps that wasn't great? I think that especially if you resonate as a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you are an amazing, you give a lot of thought to things. You are quite a thinker. So I'm kind of getting that with this Hangman energy here. So you are really good at thinking about situations that are tricky and how to get yourself out of them. and then paired with this beautiful Page of Cups, I think you can do that with a very loving energy. I'm hearing that maybe you also, sorry, I'm just trying to find the right way to say this here, because I don't want to offend anybody when I'm trying to say this and tell you how wonderful you are. So, let's say there's a situation that you want to get out of. You can do it in a very loving, youthful way that doesn't make people feel like they're being manipulated, or because I am getting that you can manipulate people's emotions, but I'm not saying this in a mean way or a malicious way. I don't think you're doing it in a way with evil intent. I just think that you're just so good with your words, you're so good with your emotions, that you can work situations to your advantage, shall we say, but do it in a way where everybody is happy and nobody is leaving the table feeling like they've been fleeced or taken advantage of. So I hope I didn't offend anybody by how I said that, but I mean, we're all in this world trying to work to our advantage, situations and things. So maybe if you are in business, you know how to do a little bit of neuro-linguistic programming. So maybe you mirror people and how they speak and how they move, and the little minuscule facial expressions, or like the way that they touch their face, you kind of mirror that, and to make them feel like they can trust you, make them feel like they can be at ease with you. This is just kind of the general vibe that I'm getting from this here. So no disrespect at all, because again, I don't think it's something that you are doing with an evil intent at all. I just think, like everybody, you are working it to your advantage to a certain extent. So I asked, how do you make a positive impact on the people you love? And I got these 3 crazy cards here. We got the Moon card, the Death card, and the Tower card. So the impact that you make on people, I think at first they don't quite know what to make of you. I think with it all being major arcanas, you really do make a huge impact on the people in your life. So they might kind of underestimate you at first, but I think ultimately you have quite this groundbreaking, earth-shattering amazingness to you. So I think I am picking up that you are quite protected by the divine, and so if there might be ever anybody who crosses you, they often get their karma and dished out to them. Even though we don't have the Judgment card here or anything, I am picking up that they often, if there's anybody who crosses you or does you wrong, they're very quick to regret that. And it's nothing that you are doing, it's just I am getting the sense that you are so very protected. I think you are quite the divine creature, aren't you? So yes, like I was saying, I think people don't quite know how to take you at first. I think that they can often see that you've had some big changes happen in your life. I think you have might be the kind of person who has a big personality. And I'm getting the sense that you're quite comfortable with change as well, or maybe you've just dealt with so much change that it's in your life that you don't it doesn't faze you like it used to. So yeah, I think you have quite an earth-shattering impact. I think that when you come into people's lives, it does change them, often for the better, even though we do have this Tower card. So I think you might be the help bring about change in people's lives. That can often maybe be a touch uncomfortable at times, but I used to really fear this Tower energy and the Tower card, but I've come to learn that there is a great sweet relief that comes along with the Tower moments. Just the knowing and the sense of completion as well, the feeling like, okay, phew, now I know, now this cycle is done, now I can move on to better things. So I don't know if I'm making any sense whatsoever, but I do think that you do bring big changes into people's lives. I do think you bring a big energy into people's lives. I think you have quite a dynamic energy, and the changes I am getting are good. I think you often, I think you often bring about new beginnings. I think you've had to go through a lot of new beginnings, and the people in your life have seen that. All right, so what is one of your greatest skills? We have the Empress card. What a beautiful, lovely energy. You are a very complex person, I gotta say. So this is probably the most complex pile out of the three that I've done so far. This is the third, and you're a very complex person. So there is still quite a lovely, nurturing energy about you. I think that you've worked hard to grow. You've worked hard to build a life. I think you've done it mostly on your own. That's the sense that I'm getting. I don't think that you've come from privilege or you've had a lot given to you, but you've really bossed up and you've really done it, and you've done it well. And the Empress energy is it's a slower energy, and it's about slow growth and about slow productivity, slow development. Steady, of course. So you are a very steady person. I am picking up that you are also quite attractive. I think you have bitchin' hair. And I am also getting that you dress very well to accentuate your body type and your features. I think you are very much a natural leader. And I think a part of that is because you've been through so much in your life that that experience has really worked to your benefit. You can draw upon your experiences with a lot of wisdom, with a lot of knowledge, because you've thought about things so much. So that's beautiful. All right, so something you're doing well. I asked Spirit, what are you doing well? What are you doing wonderfully? And we got the Nine of Swords. So what I'm getting from this is that you have handled heartbreak, heartache very well. You have handled your disappointments in life. You have handled handled the things that have not gone well. You've done it with a lot of grace and a lot of poise. I mean, I obviously am seeing that you have had some sad times, but what I'm seeing is that was a very natural and understandable thing for an understandable reaction considering what you have had to go through. You know that this too will pass, and that the sun will always rise on a newer day and a better day. So you've handled your heartbreaks, your heartaches, and your loss with a lot of dignity. So this is interesting. We got the exact same card in the last pile 2. We got the Hierophant here. So I did ask the question, what sort of advice do you need to know? How can you be more wonderful, or how can you grow as a human being? What can you do to take care of yourself? So we got the Hierophant here. So very much getting that you could benefit from some time of reflection and rejuvenation. You could also benefit from some meditation, maybe some yoga. Yeah, I'm really picking up on some great hair for you guys. I don't know why. And chest. Whether you're a guy or girl, you guys have a great chest, don't you? Sorry. That's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about what you can do to take care of yourself better. Okay, so yeah, what I'm hearing is just, making sure that you're taking time for rejuvenation. It will really help you with your growth, especially financially. So if you're feeling less than abundant with your pentacles, then perhaps some meditation for abundance, maybe learning or further developing your manifestation skills could also be of benefit to you. So that is what I got for you, pile 3. I don't know if that at all resonated. Hopefully I did help you, make you feel a little bit better about yourself and your situation. But if that resonated, I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. And I'd also really appreciate a like, possibly a share or a subscribe. That would be awesome. So thank you for joining me here at Gracie's Tarot Garden. I love you. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye. Mwah. Hello, my beautiful sunny pile 4s who chose this Judgment card with the lemon lime bubble up soda. Thank you so much for joining me here. I'm so excited. You guys have just this phenomenal energy to your cards. I think you guys are, wow. I'm not sure exactly what sort of work you guys do, but I am getting for some of you it could be legal. We've got the Judgment card twice, and we've got the Justice card here. And there's a lot of cards in here about balance. So, especially with that lemon lime energy, that lemon that's, sorry, I just kicked the camera, I apologize. But, so yeah, I am just, we've got lots of scales here. So there is something about you that is, you have such sound judgment, you have such but we'll get into it, but I'm blown away by the energy of pile 4. So I asked first off to find out, I asked some specific questions to find out what is wonderful about you. And the first question I asked is, what's magical about you? So we've got the Empress card here with the 6 of Pentacles. So you are just giving, but in a very balanced and fair way. I think you are a very, very confident and self-assured person. But I think, what was I going to say? I think that you give to the people in your life, but you give in such a way. It's not a way of like superiority. I am not getting a sense of superiority. I do think you are a very almost superior human being, but just because you are so fair and balanced, I'm getting such strong Libra energy here for you guys. So you guys are probably crazy attractive people too. But I think part of that is because you have such a generous and kind personality that is part of what makes you so wonderful and beautiful. All right, but we're not talking about what makes you beautiful today. We're talking about what makes you wonderful. So magical. So with the Empress, I think you can make things grow. I think that you know how to give to things and people, and the way that you give to them helps nurture them. You know how some people, they give, but it's not with concern as to the outcome. I think that you give, and you give carefully, and you give to things that you know, and you give in ways that you know will benefit and not harm. Because sometimes when people receive something, it's actually not to their benefit, it's to their detriment. And so I think you're very careful about that, to give in ways that will help people grow and will actually help nurture them. And you too, of course. So I asked what you should be proud of here, and we've got the Justice card with the Ace of Wands. So I think you're very balanced in your passions. Again, I'm picking up on, so you could be like a lawyer, paralegal, maybe you would work in social work. I'm picking that up for some of you. But there's something about you where you're able to, you use your passion to fuel your sense of justice, your sense of purpose. And so I think that you accomplish things that you know you'll be proud of, that you know will help make the world a better place, and you use that to fuel your passion, to fuel your ability to keep going with it. So you could be a little bit of a social warrior. You could really, yeah, I am picking up that you guys are really just, I'm getting that you're probably trying to right some sort of wrongs in the world, that you're working to try and fix the balance of something, and that you're really passionate about it. So that's really amazing. It's something you should be proud of. It's not easy to make change in this world. It's not easy to change the status quo. And it's definitely not easy to bring about justice to anything, any worthy cause. So, but I think that people really see that about you, they admire that about you, and this is an accomplishment that you should definitely be proud of. So how do you make a positive impact on the people in your life? We've got this lovely Page of Cups here. So even if you are working hard to right some sort of wrongs, you have a very light-hearted, loving energy about you. So I think that you, I already said this, but you are very giving. But you do it without any expectation from people. You're not giving to people expecting something in return. You do it because it brings you joy and it brings you happiness, and this definitely is a good thing for the people that know you and that are in your life. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Next we have the Hangman here. So I asked what was one of your greatest skills, and we came up with the Hangman. So it's interesting here, you know, he's locked up, he's tied up, but it's locked up and he has the key. So I think that you could, from what I'm hearing, is that you have the ability to suspend judgment on something. You have the ability to avoid making snap decisions about something until you have all the facts, until you have all the information that you need to make the proper and fair judgment. And that's a really wonderful skill. I think that you take your time to reflect, and you know how to do that. You know that you need space sometimes, space from the world. So maybe you have a little getaway that you like to go to, or you just have a certain thing that you like to do to comfort yourself if you've got something rough that you're dealing with. Yeah, so I'm getting that is one of your greatest skills, is that you're really able to suspend judgment, to suspend until you have all the facts, until you exactly know the whole picture, and that you're really great at seeing the whole picture. So, you guys, so giving here. With this Ace of Pentacles and this Two of Cups, it's interesting. I think it was pile 2. We had the Two of Cups come out in the same position. And for that, you know, it's the same thing here. I'm really getting that you guys make a great partner. You guys are great at partnering up with somebody. But this time it came up with the Ace of Pentacles, which really tells me that you really give it your all. You really like to give to your relationships. I think you make a fantastic husband, wife, boyfriend, or girlfriend, however that resonates. I think you're incredibly grounded and giving. So giving. I can't believe how much nurturing, giving energy is coming through in this pile here. So I think you really know how to have fun with your person, your special person, or the special people in your lives. You know how to kick back and let loose. And I think that when you're with somebody, you're giving your full attention to that person. I think you're really good at that. I think you're really good at making them feel like they're the only person that's important. And so, of course, it wouldn't be a tarot reading without asking for a little bit of advice. So I did ask, what could you do to help take care of yourself, to help be a more balanced and wonderful person? So we got this lovely Page of Cups energy again, along with the Judgment card. So for this, what I'm hearing is that you maybe need to put a little bit more time into nurturing some of your passion hobbies. Maybe you guys are painters or are really good at painting, or maybe that's a skill that you need to get back into. But there's something creative that, oh, just one second. Sorry about that. Speaking of art, I just had some art supplies delivered, so I had to go answer the door for that. I got some special paper ordered, so yeah, so maybe that'll resonate for you guys. Maybe you need to order some art supplies. So yeah, what I was saying is there's some sort of artistic, creative aspect to your life that you possibly could be nurturing a bit more. I'm also seeing that it could be musical too, so you could have a strong affinity to music, so maybe playing music, creating music, or maybe it's just listening to music or dancing. So yeah, I'm really seeing that for you guys, for my pile fours, that to really help lift your spirits, to help you, because you are such lovely giving people who give so much of yourself, to really help rejuvenate yourself and to hold on to that spirit so that you can keep on doing that, to really make sure that you're nurturing yourself. So thank you so much for joining me, my beautiful and lovely pile fours. You guys are fantastic. What a lovely blend of earthy energy, passion, fairness, and giving. And so you guys are just beautifully creative and lovely people. So thank you for sharing your time and your energy with me. I appreciate it so very much. I would also really appreciate it if you could consider liking, sharing, subscribing, or commenting. It would mean the world to me. So hopefully we'll see you back here again soon on Gracie's Tarot Garden. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. Bye.